Yo, what's going on, everyone? We are back for another LPDL VGC Little Cup video. This week we are taking on Willow, who's one of the two undefeated in games and sets teams. So right now I think I'm in like third place. So Willow and Patty are tied for first, I think, at 3-0 plus 6. So we are technically the underdogs here, but I mean it's a pretty close one. I think I have a decent matchup into their team, which is really nice, at least. But I know Willow is a great battler. Played them in the past in SDPA. So yeah, I know that they're great. And yeah, it's going to be a really tough time for me. But hopefully we can continue being undefeated. I think if we win this game, then we should probably lock ourselves into playoffs, especially if we win a fifth one afterwards. We should be pretty solid. But it is only the top 6 that are making playoffs, because there's 10 teams. So yeah, we'll have to be a little bit worried about what goes on there, but maybe we can secure a bye. The top 2 seeds will get one, so we're in that conversation right now. We just have to knock off Willow. We do play Patty in like 2 weeks as well, so it's gonna be tough. But let's go over their team. First round pick was a Litten. Great Pokemon. If you guys know anything about VGC, you know Incineroar. Litten does everything that Incineroar really does. It's not a dark type, unfortunately for them, so it doesn't get stuff like knockoff, but it still has like Parting Shot. You click Flare Blitz, the Will-O-Wisp, all that sort of stuff. Be really annoying, and with Eviolite it can be super bulky. They have a Squirtle as well, which I can see being Shell Smash versus my team. I think with Shell Smash it kind of destroys me. Think like Terra Grass works pretty well versus me, but I could also see Terra Electric, because we've seen some of those electric types or Terra Electric Pokemon be pretty solid into us. They also have their own weather with Drillburt plus Hippo. And if they get that up, I mean, they have the speed, and then, Terra Rock Slide looks really solid into my team, like taking out Wingull and my Growlithe and everything like that. So that is pretty tough for me to deal with. And, the Sand Chip is just also not fun when I like to have my Focus Ashes intact and, play those games. I will have to stall that out, and it just puts me in a really tough position, even though I do have triple waters. I also think Spinarak is pretty solid into me with stuff like String Shot that hits both my Pokemon, lowering their speed. Like Scarf String Shot into, just like spread moves from them can be very solid. It is something that I have to deal with. Next up is Flittle. I don't really know what this Pokemon does too much in VGC, but it's like a speed booster, so it will get fast. We'll be able to hit decently hard versus my team, since I do not have a dark type. And, well, I guess I do. I have Scraggy, but it does get fairy coverage for that, and will probably be Terra Fairy if it comes. So it deals with that stuff decently well. I don't think it does come to this game, but it could. What I do think comes is Duskull, because I do have 2 very strong fighting types, including Kubfu, which has been great for me so far. So I think Duskull probably comes. Will-O-Wisp is really solid versus my team, and just being that ghost type in general. They also could bring some sort of like Terra Fairy or anything like that we have to play around with. Then they also have a Kufant, pretty defensive, does lose to my top 3 Pokemon, unfortunately for them, just because of its typing. So I do pretty well into those steals. So I doubt we see Kufant, but it could come, and Sheer Force, Life Orb, boosted like Heavy Slant, or not Heavy Slant, Iron Head, other stuff like that hurts a lot. Then they have a Seal, which I think is a solid contender here. It does help deal with the Growlithe a little bit, with like Aqua Jet. Ice Shard can help them break sashes as well. They probably just bring Aqua Jet at that point, but maybe if they're worried about the Shallow Storm draining, then but Fake Out support from that thing is solid as well, and just resisting all the water attacks for my team is like pretty solid. So I could definitely see that Pokemon coming. And then last but not least is Hoot Hoot, which definitely could come as well with the Tailwind, trying to work around my Tailwind. It really depends. If they want to bring the Sand, I don't see them bringing this at all. But if they do bring the Sand, then they probably drop this, maybe even Duskull, or maybe Spinarak off the top. But I think like it seems pretty obvious to me that Litten plus Squirtle are going to come to this game. I think Duskull comes as well. And then either like it could be honestly Spinarak, Drillbur, Seal, Hoot Hoot plus Seal plus Spinarak, like Drillbur, Hippo, Seal, something like that. Some weird combination of the last 3 Pokemon. But yeah, let's go over what I have to bring for this battle. First up, we're going to start with our Wingull. Has been awesome for us this entire season. I think it's a little bit under tiered as a tier 3, but it is very, very nice for me. Tailwind, Surf, Hurricane, and Wide Guard. Of course, I forgot the type for all the moves, but it is what it is. So Wide Guard is really nice. It helps us versus that Drill Burst stuff if they do want to just click Rock Slide versus us. That's basically the only reason we have Wide Guard on this set. Hurricane's very strong versus them. If they do get the sand up, it's not, because then it's like 50% chance to miss, and I will miss them because that's how it is. But Surf plus our Shellos in the back is really, really nice. And then Tailwind is also really good for my team because I am a little bit slow compared to some of the stuff that they can do. I do really like having the option to get that Tailwind up, making sure I don't have to worry about Scarfers, making sure I don't have to worry about their sand. Will be really, really good. And then we Terra Ghost just so I can't get faked out by the Litten, by the Squirtle, by the Seal. So it puts me in a better position there. Next up, we have Kubfu, and we are a Terra Steel set this week to deal with anything that the Flittle might want to, give to us. We should be a little bit better into that. And it also kind of deals with the, it makes sure that we always have something to deal with the Kufant and the Hoot as well, since I resist all those attacks, which should be really, really nice. Very close combat, Ironhead, Detect, and Fling. Fling Big Nugget is really strong into that Duskull. It doesn't quite one-shot it, but with just a little bit of chip, like a Surf from any of my Pokemon, or just like a Snarl from Scraggy, should be able to OHKO that Pokemon, so it puts me in a decent spot. Ironhead is there for like Terra Fairy Flittle, which I think could come, or Terra Fairy on a couple of other Pokemon, like the Hoot I could see coming. Even the Litten, honestly, could be Terra Fairy in this game. Stupid chair falls down so often. But yeah, and close combat's obviously just very, very strong versus their team. And it's nice that we have Inner Focus as our ability, so I don't have to worry about Fake Out from any of their Pokemon. I don't have to worry about Intimidate from the Litten. I should be in a pretty solid position to be able to deal with all that sort of stuff. Next up is going to be Oshawott. We are a Mirror Herb set this week, which is really fun. It's mostly here for copying the boost from the Squirtle if they Shell Smash, but also it works against the Flittle as well to get that speed boost. We're Water Pledge, Detect, Icy Wind, and Surf. So Surf obviously makes sure that we help our Shellos out in the back. Icy Wind for that speed control works really well if we see like Drillbur plus the Hippo on the lead. Detect, keep myself healthy, blah, blah, blah. Then Water Pledge works well with our next Pokemon, Chikorita, to be able to get up the swamp. I think we did that last week as well, and it worked out beautifully. So hopefully it'll work out here again. So speaking of Chikorita, that is our next Pokemon. Oh wait, let me go over my Terra. Oshawott is Terra Ghost as well, so I can't get faked out. Chikorita. Chikorita's Terra Water, so it deals with the Squirtle, it deals with the Litten. Well, I already dealt with the Squirtle, man. What am I talking about? It deals with the Seal a little bit better, for sure. But deals with the Litten. I don't die turn 1. So if I lead both these Pokemon and we see like something like a Litten plus Squirtle, I can, it's like 50-50s on the Terras on what I'm going to do, if I'm going to get my pledges off, blah, blah, blah. But it looks pretty good. Grass Pledge plus Water Pledge from Oshawott is Swamp, which is really, really nice to be able to quarter all of my opponent's speeds. We also have Heal Pulse, which is really nice, especially paired with something like Shellos. Or any of my other pretty bulky Pokemon, like a Kubfu even, really nice paired with that Pokemon. Then we have Encore plus Protect. Encore is really nice if we do end up blocking like the Spinnerack into some like String Shot sort of stuff. I can lock the Litten into Fake Out or Will-O-Wisp or something like that. Could be really solid for me. Locking the Seal into a Fake Out could also be amazing for me. So that'll be really, really nice. We do have the Covert Cloak, so I can never get faked out on this Pokemon. Which is great. It just lets me do the pledges a little bit better versus them. So yeah, I love that for me. And Chikorita hopefully will do a ton of work in this game. Next up is the Shellos. Has been amazing all season. We're rocking a more defensive variant this week with the Eviolite, so we should not die to basically anything. I don't have any grass or electric types, so I'm expecting at least like 2 or 3 of their Pokemon to be that Terra just to try to deal with me a little bit better. Or they can, try to be Terra Water to deal with me more defensively. I really like this. Surf is very, very strong. We have a lot of Protect throughout my entire team. Actually, 5 out of 6 of my Pokemon have Protect or Detect. So it means that I can always, protect through that. But I can also click Muddy Water. I just don't want to have to miss because it is an 85% accurate move, so I don't kind of have to deal with that. But then we have Icy Wind as well, which can miss, but it can be pretty nice for doing damage, especially if they're Terra Grass or Terra Grass, which is really, really nice. And then also deals with the Drillbur plus Hippo combo, like we talked about earlier with that on Oshawott. We have a decent bit of speed on here as well, hoping to catch them off guard, outspeed a lot of stuff on their team, like potentially we should outrun Spiel, the Duskull, Hippo, even if they have some decent investment, Spinnerack, I think as well, Hoofant. Yeah, so we have a decent amount of investment, try to catch them off guard with there, but I mean, just max with max special attack with the Terra Water can be very, very strong in this. And then last but certainly not least is my Scraggy, my first overall pick that didn't even come last week, I don't think. But we are a Terra Poison set, so we always deal with Terra Fairy or just Fairy coverage. So I do think we'll probably see some of that. Or mixed defenses with a Citrus Berry just to be able to last forever. We have Intimidate, which is really nice for shutting stuff down like Drillbur, shutting the Litten down, anything like that can be very, very solid for us. Snarl is great as well because it lowers their special attack and just hits the whole board. So we can break Focus Sashes with that move, or we can, well, we're not going to be breaking Sashes because we're going to be the first Pokemon to move probably, but we can help support our other Pokemon that bring them down to Sashes. But yeah, just a solid Pokemon in general. We have Upper Hand to try to, catch the Aqua Jet or Fake Out or whatever from like Seal, from defensive Squirtles, from, I don't think we'll be able to get it off on the Litten probably, but we have that, and then Protect as well, just to be able to deal with, the surfing Pokemon on my side, because the Triple Waters are just going to spam surf in this game and look really, really solid. So yeah, I hope that we're able to take one over Willow here. It is going to be a tough one. I do think I have a good matchup, but Willow's just a great player like I already talked about. So I hope you guys do enjoy. If you do enjoy the Little Cup draft content, VGC and low tier, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500. I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out on that goal. But that's going to be about it. Let's get straight to the battle. Yo, what's going on, everyone? We are facing off against Willow here. We see their team. Terra Poison, Litten, Poison, Ghost Spinnerack, okay, Electric Squirtle, Ghost Hoot Toots, Flying Seal, and Ground Drillbur. Okay, I don't hate this. I do like my my Wingull plus Shellos. Does look pretty solid here. I also am a fan of Oshawott in this game somewhat. I feel like we might see Shell Smash from their Squirtle, especially because they are electric, kind of more offensive versus my team, which is fine. We don't see the Duskull, which is kind of unfortunate. I think to start off this first game, I lead with the fighting types. I feel like there's a good chance that we see the Litten plus something else. Can't get flinched, obviously. I think I'll bring... I also could just do... I could do these guys. Let me try this for the first game. Try to get the swamp going to start us off. We'll try that at least. And sorry, because I'm a little bit sick, so you're going to have to forgive me with some of this stuff. I'm trying my best. But yeah, Willow is undefeated so far, undefeated in games and sets and everything. So it's going to be tough. Definitely. All right, so I think my play here is potentially to just like protect. I could protect across the board. I mean, I could just like double protect here. If they Shell Smash, it's not the end of the world because I'll get the boost as well. But I feel like we're more likely seeing Fake Out. Which Pokemon would we see Fake Out? I think I can Grass Pledge here. And then I can Terra and Water Pledge. Yeah, I think I'm just going to send it. I'm just straight up going to send it. If they want to Fake Out into my my Chikorita, that's okay. I'm just going to send the Terra Ghost off the bat. And we'll see what happens here. Definitely not like doing the best for myself, but I can do it. I assume we're gonna see the Squirtle Terra here. Yeah, we do see Squirtle, which is great for me. This is totally fine. If we see Shell Smash here, I think I might just win with the Mirror Herb. Yeah, we do get the pledges off, which is great. And we are going to attack into the Squirtle. So it might just die. It does. It just straight up dies. So that's Oshawott. KO Squirtle with pledge. Beautiful, beautiful. They get the swamp, so they're all very, very slow. We might see like Toxic Thread. We see Lunge. That's fine. We do live, and we don't get dropped because we are Covert Cloak. That is beautiful, beautiful stuff. So Lunge Spinnerack, that did a lot of damage too. That did. Let me calc this. 50 doubles. Spinnerack. Lunge. Yeah, that is very offensive. It did what? 138? It's a very high roll for Jolly. If they're adamant, it's like a pretty middling roll. It's probably adamant, I would think. I'm assuming they maybe tried to Shell Smash there. We see Seal come out here. Maybe they're just gonna fake out into this spot, which could definitely happen. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna double protect. I definitely think double protect is a good option. Let me see. Like, what is this Steel really doing? Like Icy Wind sort of stuff? Man, my chair keeps falling. I hate this. Seal. I mean, like, thick fat, yeah, sure. I mean, I can just straight up attack into it. I think what I'm gonna do, though, is I'm gonna protect once here. I'm just gonna surf and get a lot of damage off. I feel like we might see Fake Out or Aqua Jet coming from the Seal. Yeah, we do see Fake Out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff right there. And then I think we might go hard Shellos this next turn. Maybe. We do a lot to that Spinnerack. That is huge. As they knock off my Mirror, and they just straight up knock me out, which is really bad. Could have been worse. It is pretty bad, though. But what I do here, I see the Mirror Herb. I just go Shellos. And I think I just click Surf, honestly. I Grass Pledge into the Seal. And yeah, I think I just Surf here. This should be totally fine. Chikorita's faster, right? Get up to 106. It's very much so. So spin, KO, Osh. Seal takes a lot from the Grass Pledge. Not even that much, though. I will knock out the Spinnerack. Cholos, KO, spin. And then Chick just died. Which is fine. They're going to Icy Wind me. That's okay. I think the swamp might be gone soon. But we have a Pelipper or a Wingull in the back. This is definitely like Eviolite Seal, though. Because you see Litten. So Litten potentially Fake Out. I think it's super safe to just double Surf here, though. Double Surf seems great for me. They are going to Fake Out into the Wingull. Okay. I mean, the Litten should die here. The Litten does not quite die. That's tough. The Seal attack, he doubles. The Slugma dodges. All right, this is interesting now. Because the swamp is gone. I mean, if I attack them, I might just be able to do it. I could even wide guard. if we think they're gonna Icy Wind again to try to take out the this guy with it. Wingull -1 versus Seal. Max speed Seal would actually just outspeed me, but I don't think they can be. Litten, on the other hand, could be. Do I think I win anyways? I think I probably do. So I'm just gonna double surf. They flamethrower, so they're gonna take out my guy. What do they have on the Seal for me? They're just Icy Wind. This is doing nothing. Litten KO Wingull, and then Shellos KO on the Litten. And I'm pretty sure Surf will just 1v1 this guy. I think we are chilling at this point, which is good. I mean, it's obviously not doing too much, but Shellos is going to pick this one up for us. So we're going to get a game 1 dub, which is really nice. Before this game, Willow was undefeated in games. Like, we're undefeated in sets. They're undefeated in games. So I really like this. Shellos KO Seal. Even if it doesn't happen this turn, it will happen. They cannot stop it at this point, which is great. Right? I mean, there's just no way. Yeah, they're just clicking Icy Wind. Icy Wind is doing 6. I want to see if there's any way I should calc this. Single target to 6. There's just no Spatak investment. That's fine. We're just going to spam surf. And we're going to pick up the KO. Huge 3 KO game from the Shellos here. I think in this next game, we're going to lead off with the... I mean, I'm pretty sure their Squirtle is not going to work out super well for them. I think they know that at this point. I think we're going to go with the fighting types. Oh, sorry, guys. Just a little. If you guys didn't watch my ICP Week 7 game, it should be out by now. I was struggling yesterday with that. Oh, man. Yeah, that was not a fun time. But this will be good. So we win this 1-0. Beautiful, beautiful game. With a self KO. So Shellos kind of got 4. Kinda. Okay, but we're just gonna lock in Kubfu plus Scraggy, and then I think I'm just gonna bring the Wingull and the Shellos back. I mean, Shellos is so good versus them. I think there's a good likelihood that we see something like a Litten plus Drillbur, or Litten plus Seal, or Litten plus Spinnerack here. I think Litten probably leads. Maybe even the Squirtle could lead here, which could be tough. I do have ways around it, though. It's not the end of the world at all. So let's see what happens here. Hope you guys are enjoying the LC VGC stuff. I'm very happy with it. Also, there's a Hoot and Drill. Interesting. So we might see Tailwind. But there's a VGC regional near me next fall. So I'm probably going to go to that. As we see Drillbur being faster, they are... Ooh, Adrenaline Orb? They are Adrenaline Orb Hoot Hoot. And Clear Amulet Drillbur. Okay. That is very, very interesting. I do just kind of want to detect on the first turn here. And I mean, I could just fake out into this Hoot Hoot. I mean, the Hoot Hoot, is it? I mean, it is going to do a lot to me. I really wish I was coaching this week. Maybe, what do I do? Let me see some of the damage rolls here. Kubfu versus a Drillbur at level 50. Close combat just straight up knocks it out. So I don't actually need anything out of it. We'll fake out the Hoot Hoot. They're going to Terra. That is Terra Ghost Hoot Hoot. Man, I should have faked out the other guy. Oh well. They're probably going to pick up a KO here, maybe. They might not. I'm just going to detect. We see Drillbur protect. Okay, so it didn't matter. I should have just double protected. Do we see Tailwind come out here? We see Reflect. Ooh. Reflect. Now we definitely do not take it out. But what I kind of like here, I kind of like the Fling into this Hoot Hoot. Plus a Snarl. Looks really solid, actually. Try to take out this Hoot Hoot as soon as possible. It is very fast. I think they might protect, or might Earthquake here. I'm just going to double into it. This could be bad. Could be worse, though. We're going to Fling, show that. So this Hoot Hoot should do a lot. Yeah, it does a ton. As they do Earthquake, they're probably taking out their own guy. Yep. Hoot. Hoot. Own KO. And we're going to Snarl. Just do a little bit to that Drillbur. Maybe bringing it closer to be in range of close combat. I can still detect. I can still do whatever. I'm glad that, well, I don't know. I'm glad in how it worked out. I wonder what they clicked there with the Hoot Hoot. To get such low priority? They went like last. Was that Trick Room? Did they even get Trick Room? Maybe Whirlwind? Like, what? Maybe I just missed it. What do you have as negative priority like that? I don't know. This is all right, though. Would you see Litten come out? I will take that. We do have inner focus, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to double protect here. I will detect and also... I mean, it would be really fun to upper hand on this guy. I will just double protect, though. No need to do anything like that. We'll detect, we'll protect. This Drillbur is a big threat, but it's okay. They do fake out, so I should have just upper handed. That would have been really fun, but I'll save it for the next game. As we see high horsepower. All right. You know what I really like? Really like the swap here. I don't know if I can justify it just because it looks so good in this game. It absolutely cleans. I think I'm going to close combat into this. Oop, that is the wrong Pokemon. I'm going to close combat into the Litten. And then I will click Snarl again, I think. Try to lower this attack on that Litten. Just get a little bit more damage across the board. Is my best play here. This Litten should get pretty low. Let me grab my pen that I drop on the floor. Beautiful. That is beautiful damage. Citrus, maybe? Citrus? No, we just get high horsepower to be easily die. Drillbur KO on Kubfu. We see Flamethrower come out. This should bring us down to Citrus. Yep, we get our Citrus Berry back. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then I just got to the Wingull. And I should get a KO, and I can go Shellos and get the boost. I haven't used my Terra yet either, and I still have this Focus Sash intact. So yeah, we just surf, and we got to the Shellos, and I should be clear. Like, this Wingull plus Shellos combo has looked so insane all season, man. It has been so great. I do think I had a favorable matchup into Willow here with this set specifically. But yeah, I'm just going to make this work. We get the Surf off. We're going to get the Storm Drain. So even if by some miracle they would live, we'd still be in a good spot. As yeah, they do not. So Wingull picks up double KO. KO Litten, Drillbur. And yeah, we got 3 against 1. Reflect is gone. Doesn't matter at this point. So I did bring these 2 beautiful Pokemon in the back. We'd see Seal in the back as their last. I might as well tear a Ghost here. Right? I will tear a Ghost. Yeah, I'll tear a Ghost and I'll Hurricane. And I will just... I'll Protect. It doesn't really matter. I think we're very much in the clear here. But just playing it like the most optimal way. Just in case they have something weird that we did not see before. I will tear myself into Ghost. Protect. And it's just going to be GG's from there, man. Yeah, some really good stuff. Yeah, no fake out allowed. Oh well, we're going to Hurricane. That's going to land, do a lot of damage. A lot of damage is a little generous on that. That really did not do very much damage. I'll just Muddy Water. Hit another Hurricane. Beautiful. We confuse them. That's tough. That is tough. Muddy Water. Maybe we'll lower their accuracy too. Nope, we just crit them. That... It happens. They do land the Icy Wind on both. Not like it's gonna matter. Just like last game, them missing the 1 Icy Wind did not matter one bit. I will Hurricane. If it doesn't pick up the KO, then Surf probably should. And the differential doesn't matter that much. It actually doesn't matter at all. But we're gonna pick up a nice 2-0 dub over Willow. One of the teams tied for number 1. So beautiful. Wingull KO Seal. Great game. Hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Don't want to miss any of the other Little Cup Draft League content. VGC or low tier has been great. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.